Hi friends, here I am in the friggin' sauna of the porch. It's 100 degrees today, so currently right now 100 and I'm talking about the I Am Discourses number 8, and I talked about this one at the end of number 7, that it would roll over and I would start hearing number 8 and I'd go, oh man, number 8 is going to be so good. And then I've started doing the number 9 and it's even better. So just know they get better if you are going to start doing them. Each one builds upon the other, and they're so good. All right, so today is happiness and bliss, and who doesn't want that? I think that's what everybody wants. Don't you just want to be happy? And this is how to be happy in the I Am Discourses. The key to happiness is self-control and self-correction. It's easy to accomplish once you learn the I Am presence and intelligence. The conscious power comes from self-control. 1. Recognize I am as the only acting presence. Alright, I've been working on this and it's starting to sink in, and everything is I am. And the acting presence, everything that's in motion, I am. And when you know you're doing something wrong and you correct yourself, that is the I am presence. Alright. Number 2. Knowing this means there is no limit of its use. I just kind of, I make colloidal silver, and I just gave some to somebody who had a sore throat, and she was wearing a mask, and she goes, I am not sick, I just have this sore throat I can't get rid of. And I said, take this colloidal silver. And she just wrote back and she says, that works so good. I've been taking extra C and zinc and D, and that colloidal silver just worked. And I said, I know, it works for everything, and for dogs and horses. And it's like, then I started thinking, it's like I am. I am colloidal silver. 3. Free will, your thoughts that are held firmly upon. Free will equals your thoughts that are held firmly upon. So what you're thinking about and what you put your free will towards, that is the I am. So to me, when I think about free will, I always think about my addiction recovery courses, and they talk about having free will, and young kids having their free will and going and drinking, and it's correcting the free will and correcting your thoughts that you hold firmly upon, and staying sober, or creating your future, or just firmly held thoughts. This is the key to happiness and bliss. The time is now. Thought and feeling are the only creating power in the universe. The full power, thought plus feeling, equals God in action, which is I am. Self-control gives you thoughts and desires, like a torch, like cutting with a acetylene torch. They talked about that, or Saint Germain talked about that. I always put stars by the things that are really important. The thing doesn't bring happiness. The action of creating it does. So that's kind of cool, thinking about the things that you are creating with your thoughts and actions. And it's not so much like the thing that you have. So I'll go back to sobriety again. So sobriety doesn't bring the happiness. It's the self-correction of staying sober is what brings the happiness. I'm gonna skip ahead to the next star. Where your consciousness is where God is. So keeping that corrected behavior, that's where God is. And that's God is creation. and creating this good behavior. Here's a take a firm stand. Take a firm stand and know that I am the power of my complete self-control, forever sustained. You will gain mastery. That's so cool. Be present, that the I am presence is acting all the time. And here I like to think about everything is divine. Everything is divine timing. Everything. There are no coincidences. It's all God. All I am. Let's see. I'm gonna skip ahead. I really did apply all this one to my AA book. Well, it's addiction recovery book. It's not AA, but it's based on AA, the 12 steps. But a friend of mine, he says he chooses to live in consciousness, in being conscious of, you know, when we were drinking, we were basically unconscious all the time and making just unconscious decisions. And it's so much more pleasant and present to be living this conscious life of correction. It's your God-given birthright. Is something you are forever free from the outer world. You will be entering into the mastery of your dominion of your own world. No, you are immune to the outer world or individuals, no matter what they do. This is a great truth, and you will find peace, happiness, and self-control to outer conditions. Be aware you have control of your own creative thought and feeling and power. No one else's. So it's just like, I can't go tell someone else to sober up. It's got to be their own choices, which goes into number 9, which is so exciting. I love number 9 too. Ascended beings like humble belongings in homes because they are always on a different sphere. So we talked about spheres earlier in this one. And the spheres are a really cool thing. They're different levels that people are on and different colors. Like their auras would be different colors on how connected they are to them, to the I am. You are responsible for all of your thoughts, even fear. If you make it fearful, then it is. Which I thought about a spider story, and I don't know if I told the spider story earlier, but I had some grapes the other day, and this huge, very scary looking black spider came out, kind of shaped like a black widow, but it had like the face of a clown on its back. So it was like 2 major fears combined in one, with the snakes and spiders. And I'm not afraid of, snakes and clowns. And I'm not afraid of clowns, and I'm not afraid of spiders, but this was a big scary spider, and it's like I wouldn't want a tarantula crawling all over me. Not like that, but I don't scream and I don't panic when I see spiders. And I think that if somebody just learned more about something that they're afraid of, that the fear will go away. Change can I to know that I can and I know. You just get more confident practicing this, I'm telling you. The stuff that used to bug me, the little chatter in the back of my head, is so gone now. Stuff that I throw it to the all-consuming fire, and I just practice the I am, that I was like, ooh, there I was in the past. Number 9 is great about talking about that. And I am forward thinking. I am visioning my future. This Joe Dispenza work. It all goes along together. You give something power to act in your world when you think upon it. So it's just like planting a seed. Whatever you want, you just start thinking about it, and it will come to you. I love you, friends. This is the funnest stuff, and I really hope that you get into it and just do a little just go get yourself a notebook and write down your takeaways from it. And it's all over YouTube and different versions, and I just am loving it and growing from it, and I hope that everyone else just gives at least one a try, and just one a day, if you could do that. It's taking me longer than one a day because the days, I don't know where they go. They just keep getting gobbled up. But I love you, and I hope you have a great day. Namaste.